Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be telling the opening story and the origin story of my original character Soja, who you see in the thumbnail, and I'll be sketching her in her adult stage at the same time. So, welcome. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and go follow the socials down below. Thank you. Alright, now we'll get started. Always picking the flowers and the plants in the field, always watching the stars, learning the different names of the stars the moment the twin moons began to rise. Always wondering what it's like to be in the stars, what they felt like, where they were during the day, as she watched all the transporter ships fly away. Always happy and charismatic, always learning, filled with curiosity since the day she was born. Always ready for a new adventure. But for Soja, that would all change the moment her mom was kidnapped by the Dolet people. She didn't understand why someone would take her mother away. She watched as her brother raged and fled about, losing his composure and unlocking a power that glowed green and blue. She had never seen this before in her life. She didn't understand what made her brother like this, and it frightened her to see him like this. She didn't understand why they would take her mother either. Because after all, she was a kind lady with a kind heart and fierce eyes. Respected by all knowing that she was one of the strongest warriors ever to step foot in the village. Someone feared by enemies, someone compassionate at the same time. So how could someone take her away so easily? Immediately after she ran fast, so fast that the wind behind her blew the leaves off the trees, stopped the cicadas from chirping, halted the light dance of the fireflies, stopped the owls from hooting. But when she finally stopped, it was silence. So quiet that she could hear her own heartbeat. She could hear the blood rushing through her veins. She looked up into the clear night sky, the one thing that had always given her comfort when she feels uneasy. Something that she could zone out and only focus on the trillions of lights in the night sky. Then she closed her eyes to focus, just like her mother had taught her when she felt uneasy. And suddenly she became filled with an emotion that she had never felt before. For the first time in her life, she was scared. Scared that she would never be able to see her mother again. That she would never feel the warmth she felt when her mom would hug her. So she ran back to the village as fast as she could and went to go find her brother. The last piece of her that she truly knew would be able to protect her and love her. She ran to the last place she saw him, but he was gone. Then a village warrior, tall in stature, strong and muscular, with a golden spear in his hands and a leather strap across his body, found her and picked her up and said, "We have to go." So as he had her in his arms, they ran as fast as they could to the palace. She would ask questions, but he wouldn't answer. He would run fast, her locks flowing in the wind like a lion's mane. When they finally reached the destination, the palace, a man ran out hastily and said, "Quickly, get her inside." She asked the man, "Where is my brother?" He told her, "We don't have time to answer questions now. We have to go now." Suddenly she became filled with rage and anger and despair because the only person that she loves dearly is nowhere near her. She exploded with an aura that glowed blue and green, sending off an energy so strong that she broke all the glass and made the two men fly back as if a strong gust of wind had hit them. They both got up very slowly and very cautiously, as they have never seen a power like this before. Soja breathing heavily and displaying this green and aura in an intricate pattern on her right arm. The energy was so pure. The men had never felt or seen something like this. It was focused, and it was truly amazing to them to think that someone so small could possess such a strong power. The man rose and said, "I will take you to your brother." When they got to the containment area her brother was in, he was on an elevated table sleeping, but he looked uncomfortable. So she ran and screamed his name, "Kafuchi!" Slowly he turned his head and calmly said to Soja, "I will never let you go," and faded back into a deep slumber. She cried softly while the two men were standing in the doorway. She cried, and a new man walked up. This one was different from the two. He was tall with an upright stature and held his head high. As he walked up to Soja, who was crying, he said, "You are the key to everything." And this was the start of the courageous Soja. Thanks for joining me on another art adventure. This one was one of my favorites to draw, the redesign of one of my original characters that I've been working on for a little over a year and a half now. So this one was really special to me and finally put a story to her character, kind of give it some meaning. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you thought it was cool. And see you guys next week.